This is really important information right now. I highly recommend everyone listen to it because cycles are a thing of the past. Arthur Hayes explained the rise of Bitcoin. So those 4-year cycles that used to be around, everyone was obsessed with them, looking at all those charts, poking at them, saying that now, in October, literally tomorrow or yesterday, there will be a peak. And indeed, from the 5th to the 10th of October, there was a new all-time high, $126,000 for Bitcoin. But Arthur Hayes believes that this won't happen anymore. Yes, he really did remind us that in Bitcoin's history, you can distinguish 3 clearly defined cycles. That's 2009 to 2013, the so-called Genesis period, then 2013 to 2017, the era of ICOs, and then 2017 to 2021, the so-called COVID cycle. Each of these cycles ended with a price peak roughly 4 years after the previous all-time high. That's where the idea of regular cycles linked to halving came from. However, according to Hayes, this pattern no longer works. He emphasized that Bitcoin's growth in the past was not due to the magic of halving, but rather to the explosive expansion of the money supply in dollars and yuan. There was quantitative easing, then during COVID money was printed, and so on. Today, according to Hayes, a new, longer cycle is beginning, which could last more than 4 years. He links this to upcoming changes in US economic policy. For example, we are seeing the return of Trump to power. According to his forecast, the latest policy is aimed at heating up the economy, lowering rates to make mortgages cheaper, deregulating the banking sector, and encouraging capital to flow into riskier assets, including cryptocurrencies. In short, there will be a new head of the Fed and Treasury. In other words, everything is changing, and there will be a lot of cheap money. Naturally, the main beneficiary of this will be Bitcoin first and foremost, and then other cryptocurrencies. That's why Bitcoin will continue to rise in price. This will go on for much longer. How long? No one knows for sure, but there is a chance it could last until the end of Donald Trump's term, that is another 3 years. So if you don't have Bitcoin or Ethereum, as they say, that's a total mistake. And to fix it, you need to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum using DCA. If you don't know what that is, type DCA and we'll send you a website calculator right now. There are instructions there on how to set everything up in just a couple of clicks. And make sure to subscribe. Here you'll find everything about currencies and finance.